This week's episode of CDTV is brought to you by Wilbert Funeral Services and American Funeral Financial. Hey everybody, welcome to CDTV. I'm your host Ryan Thogmartin, and this is the funeral industry's most casual and fun internet web show. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I know I did. Spent a few days in Gatlinburg with our family and extended family. It was an absolute blast. Weather was beautiful. The mountains are always beautiful. It's a great place to spend Thanksgiving. I was truly blessed to be with family, and I hope you all were as well. Pretty excited about what we have coming up. Next week we're going to be doing our first hands-on product review with Signature Series personalization. And Signature Series, they personalize any casket carapace with any image. So I'm pretty excited to get that casket in here, do a hands-on review, video it, and then give feedback to you guys. While I was in Gatlinburg, we went to a couple dinner shows where you come in, you serve you dinner, and you watch a show. It was pretty fun. Dixie Stampede was really exciting. We've done that before. This was the second time we went there to see their Christmas show, and it was pretty neat. One thing I noticed that I wanted to talk about, every time you went to a show or you did anything in Gatlinburg where you watched something, you paid to go through, you were always routed through the gift shop. And the gift shop, I mean, even the I went to an aquarium. My wife and I took our two daughters to the Ripley's, believe it or not, aquarium in Gatlinburg, and to exit, we had a stroller, and the double stroller wouldn't fit through the gift shop to go out the exit. So the lady at the front actually took the stroller from us. We still had to exit through the gift shop, and she took the stroller through the handicap accessible exit ramp. So regardless of what you did, you always had to go through a gift shop and see the merchandise that they had available for purchase. And that got me thinking about the funeral home. A lot of times I've sat down with funeral directors and, especially in the vault business, when I take in a new product to them and try to get them to display it in their showroom, a lot of times I get a response like, we can't even get families to come into our arrangement room or our display room where we have our casket samples and vault samples. If we can get a family down there, we can usually sell a pretty good product. And my in the back of my mind, I always thought, well, you're the funeral director. You're controlling what happens with that family when they walk through your front door. So not getting them to the display room isn't that your responsibility, and if they don't do that, isn't that your fault? So that's something I wanted to address. There's a lot of product that's available for families that you don't have to be a quote-unquote salesperson, but families don't know a lot of this product is available, and as a funeral director, showing them the product that's out there and memorialization options and things like that is ultimately a good routine and responsibility that you should get into, and getting them to come into your display room and see all the product that you have on display, see the caskets, see the vault samples, and words can only explain so much. And if a family is reluctant to go into a display room, maybe you make it to where your arrangement room and display room are all the same. You make arrangements in the display room. But merchandise it sometimes can be overwhelming, yes, but you can't sell something to a family if they never see it or they never hear about it. And merchandise is something that can add to your bottom line, as well as make the funeral service more valuable to the family, and make you more valuable to the family because you were able to provide them with the option to memorialize their loved one, and go above and beyond just the casket and burial vault. So I want you to think about your merchandising and how you have your funeral home set up to best present and display your merchandise. Whether it be a showcase in the front room of the funeral home, when the family walks through the front door, they see a merchandise showcase. That's a good option. But I would like you to take a look, do a search on the website on Connecting Directors for Kaiser and Bender, and we did a 3-part blog series with Kaiser and Bender, and they talk about merchandising your funeral home and certain areas in your funeral home where merchandise can be best displayed to get positive results. So do a search for Kaiser and Bender, check out those articles. But I thank you again for supporting Connecting Directors, watching this podcast. If you have any suggestions, please email me with suggestions. Please leave them in the comments. I look forward to reading the comments that you guys have on our blog articles and our podcast, and it's really fun to go through the podcast blog comments and see what you have to say, what you like, what you didn't like. So if you could all do me a favor, please leave comments to this video. I love to hear your feedback, and just that provides more interaction. And if you're thinking it, more than likely somebody else who's watching the video is thinking it as well. So please take the opportunity to leave some comments, and like I said, I enjoy reading it. So thank you for watching this, and I hope to see you next week. Hopefully I'll have a video together with our first product review. If not next week, the following week. So I'm pretty excited about that, and excited to get feedback on that, as well as all of the video podcasts that we do. So until next time, together, we're going to revolutionize the funeral industry. Thanks for watching. This week's episode of CDTV was brought to you by Wilbert Funeral Services, the First Name and Memorialization, and American Funeral Financial. Get your cash now.